How are you doing? I think women love going to open mic nights because they get asked 10 times a night, how are you doing? I also love that we have a bunch of medical students here because I was recently sick. I had the worst disease known to man. Man flu. Symptoms include fever of 37, slight pain, and exaggeration. If you don't believe the exaggeration part, let me tell you, 60 million men die every year of man flu. It was bad. I went to the doctor, and my doctor asked me, what's your blood oxygen level? Like, people walk around knowing that. Who here knows their blood oxygen level? Yeah, exactly. I don't even know how you measure blood oxygen level. Apparently, you use a device called a blood oxygen level measure. Yeah, I was surprised too. Because she measures my blood oxygen and she's like, it's 98. Woo! You're the only guys who know what that means. And it's the same with the fucking blood pressure. They don't say good or bad. You have to ask them. They always make you ask them. Like, is that good? Yeah, it's good, but if it drops below 95, you should worry. Will worrying fix it? I would like some more precise instructions, like, do I call an ambulance? Do I write a bill? Do I die? No, I will worry. You know what happens when I worry? My blood pressure will go up. You're already complaining about my blood pressure. This is not helping. God, doctors. We have amazing technology. They can put me in a machine and look through my whole body, inch, millimeter per millimeter. But if I go to the doctor and say my knee hurts, hammer time. And that hammer has to be like bullshit. Like, if you want to test my reflexes, don't hit me with a hammer. Send me on a midnight stroll through Moskva. And doctors always have the same advice for me, like, drink less alcohol. Don't drink alcohol. Don't drink alcohol. You know, alcohol, the thing we use to kill bacteria. Everything that. I think doctors just want all the alcohol for themselves. That table agrees. Yeah, medical science is a very serious science, but there are less serious sciences out there. Like 100 years ago, what's the word? Never mind. A guy who studied fossils. He was studying a fossil of a fish, and he was dedicating his life to this. If you ever met anyone with a weird PhD, you know that to get one, you need to be obsessed. And he knew everything about this fish. He knew how the world was like when it lived. He knew what it ate. He knew what it didn't eat. He was talking about it at every party he ever was invited to, both of them. And he concluded in his PhD thesis that it was extinguished 66 million years ago. Sorry, it's comedy, 69 million years ago. And then we caught one. And we caught them. They still live. He was off by 66 million years. Now, if you give me a time machine, fuck the whole killing Hitler thing. I will see his face when we catch that fish. And as long as this fish lives on, he's more wrong for every year. Like, I've been wrong in my life. Probably you also have too. Have you ever been wrong by 66 million years and counting? It's a huge margin of error. There are more serious scientific mistakes like that. Just ask the COVID research lab in Fen. But some science, I don't know why it gets funding. I saw an article a few months ago. They found out if you give octopuses, who are very solitary, shy animals who don't want social contact, if you give them MDMA, they will hug each other. I'm like, I could have told you that for free. And I know exactly how that study came to be also. They were at a party, like, dude, this party is so good. How will we get the university to pay for all the drugs? Don't worry. We give some of the drugs to the octopus. And then we come in Monday morning and we write down the results. No, wait, we're on MDMA. We come in Monday afternoon and we write down the results. All of you who laughed right now, hook me up. That sounds like a dream job, just feeding drugs to octopuses. I have heard that dream job is like a capitalist conspiracy theory to make people dream about work. I disagree. Like, who here has a dream job? No one? None of you have a dream job? A table of medical students don't dream of being doctors? Plumber? Now, I found out what would be my dream job recently. Because there's a company called Boston Dynamics. And they make robots. And they have this guy whose job is to push and kick and punch the robot to test his balance. And I want that job. That seems so fun. It's just I am the bully now. Also, the guy who has that job, first person to die when AI takes over, I promise you. He's not safe. And also, speaking of AI, I hear a lot of people being angry at AI art. Like, ooh, let's have it important. Let's not take jobs from artists. Let's not make it make art. Like, guys, AI is getting increasingly powerful and increasingly popular. Last time something became increasingly powerful and increasingly popular and we denied it to make art, it didn't make the Poland. So, let's let it make art. I'd rather it spend time on making art than hacking nuclear weapons. Let's distract it with art. And yeah, I'm gonna say something now that no one has ever said before in the history of the world. We need to talk about Botswana. Botswana has an elephant problem. They used to have a bunch of elephants, and then they fixed it by allowing rich people with their high moral standards to come and kill all the elephants. And then they almost ran out of elephants. And then they did conservation, but they did it a bit too well. So now they have too many elephants. And the problem with that is that Botswana is a very small country. They have 150,000 elephants in a very small country. Or it's a very big country. You don't know. You don't think about Botswana, you only think about yourself. That's your problem. So they have these elephants, and you try to grow a farm, the elephants will eat it. You try to go to the store, there's an elephant in the room. You try to use the phrase, there's an elephant in the room. You can't use it because there is an elephant in the room. But they know how to deal with it. They just invite rich people to kill them. And then they ran into a problem that a lot of countries has run into before. Germany. Germany will not let... are you German? Ah. I'm getting this look. It was not on purpose. Well, it kind of was on purpose, but yeah. This is so conductive to what I'm doing. So Germany said, oh, the poachers cannot take the trophies back to Germany because it's mean to kill elephants. And I'm like, no, you must not kill the elephants. You must be nice to the elephants. Also, if you're wondering why I'm doing a German accent, but I will not do a Botswana accent. For the exact reason you think, yes, I like not being cancelled. And I get nervous when Germany takes the moral high ground. I get nervous when Germany takes the lower high ground. I basically get nervous when Germany. So, like, if someone walks into your apartment and they say like, "Ooh, it's dirty here," I would hand them a bucket and a mop. And Botswana basically did the same thing. They are threatening to send 20,000 elephants to Germany. I love it when a president of a country makes a threat and follows it up with, "Yes, I am serious." And that's, yeah. How are we gonna transport them? You can get some cheap Boeing air flights, solve both problems. How am I on time? Do I have time for like more? Yeah, I'm good. So yeah, I used to work last year at a company that made leather BDSM accessories. And we tried to be smart and use our limited marketing budget. Because the BDSM community and the gay community, like, we met each other. We know each other. So we try to advertise directly to the gayest places in the world. So like San Francisco, Berlin, Riga Castle, and of course Birmingham, UK. And then after a month of having only one sale to Birmingham, we checked in because that was very low. And it turns out our marketing person, we advertised in Birmingham, Alabama. One sale, that was one color. And this person left a review. 5 stars, it feels great on my wife and sister. I'm like, you only bought one. Thank you, that's all from me.